Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to continue our shampoo showdown. In particular, we're going to take a look at Jack's Wax Wash and Wax. I've used their coatings and I've been looking forward to using more of their products, so I made an order. We're going to start with the Wash and Wax here, see if it breaks into our podium. And speaking of the podium, as it stands now, we have the Nanoskin Hyper Suds holding top spot, Masterson's Mystic Snow Foam. Just below that, Angel Wax, Angel Wash, bronze, and then the honorable mention, Poor Boys, Adams, and Geon Foam. So without further ado, let's take a look at Jack's Wax Wash and Wax. Jack's Wax Wash and Wax comes in 16-ounce containers all the way up to gallon containers. You can get 16 ounces for just under $7 and gallon-size containers for $17.95. So if you find that this wash and wax satisfies you, you have yourself one heck of a buy. We're going to use it in the IK Foamer first, which you can now purchase on Amazon. You Prime members know what that means. I'm going to show you first, before we start using it, 3 attachments that'll give you different foaming. One is a dry foam, normal, and the other one wet foam. We're going to switch to the wet foam today. I had the dry foam attachment in for engine compartments. Gives the least amount of moisture. You see the difference in the openings here in the mouth of the attachment. You just slide it in through the container and attach the hose to the other end, and you're good to go. I'm going to put a link down below for the IK Foamer. I like to team that up with the Works Hydro Shot when I'm out in the road or in parking spots of office buildings, areas like that where there's no hookup for water or water restrictions. The attachment is now secured. We're going to reattach the hose, and that's going to go on hand tight. Don't over tighten it. Those are plastic threads. You can see the Jack's Wax is a neon pink color. It is rather thick. It is a concentrate. It smells a little bit like berries. We are going to add 1 full ounce to the IK Foamer. You can foam a full-size vehicle, depending on the size, with anywhere from a gallon, gallon and a half to 2 gallons. And I'm going to spend a little bit more time on the IK Foamer here. I've been getting a lot of questions as to is it speedy? How fast can you go around and foam a car or treat it with traffic film remover? So I'll give a short demonstration before we rinse it off. The IK Foamer gives you the ability to be versatile in whatever you're doing, pre-wash, traffic film remover. You could throw some ONR in there and do all the different versions, pre-treats, rinseless washes. So many ways you could use it. The IK Foamer rarely has a problem foaming any kind of shampoo you put in there or cleaner. Doesn't matter if it has gloss enhancers or chemicals to fight hard water spots or you name it. This here, 1 ounce to up to 2 gallons works just fine. But when it comes to the Jack's Wax Wash and Wax here, I use 2 ounces in a foamer. I would bump that up to 3 for your perfect foam. And a nice thick foam, actually, to cling to vertical surfaces. And then when you come to a contact wash, I would go with 3 ounces in a wash bucket, 3 gallons on average. That'll give you the best amount of lubrication. And here you can see, in no time at all, the IK did a great job as a foamer. I'm all the way around the car. I can give it a thorough rinse and then continue on however you want to do it. If I was on the road, I'd be rinsing with the Hydro Shot instead of the power washer here. I get a ton of questions on how electric pressure washers work with foam lances, so I do this demonstration here using a 2000 psi Greenworks pressure washer. I have 2 ounces added to warm water in the foam lance container. Foams up just nice, even with all those chemicals in there for gloss enhancers and fighting hard water spots. Jack's Wax has a line of coatings, and that was probably kept in mind when throwing the formula together for this wash and wax. Some of the coatings do have problems with hard water spots if the right topper isn't used. This will help if you purchase this, guys, with ceramic coatings out there. Now, with 2 ounces added to the lance, it turns a bit runny after initial application and feels like it just doesn't have the lubrication that some of the top dogs do. So I would say go ahead and bump it up to 3 and 4 ounces instead of the 2 ounces that I added. I grabbed a white vehicle to wash today. With the shampoo having a pink hue to it, I thought maybe the suds would have some kind of a pink tinge to it, but there's no dyes in the shampoo, thank goodness. Okay, so I'm going to finish up giving it a thorough rinse. We will move on to the contact wash. We do get a good amount of suds in the wash bucket after agitation. However, at 2 ounces, it's just not enough lubrication as I would like it, so I would bump it up to 3 to 4 ounces in a 3-gallon bucket. That should be just right. So we're going to hook the lance up to a gas-powered pressure washer, 3,000 psi or higher. And as you can see here, the electric pressure washer did just as good. I would bump it up from 2 ounces in the foam lance to 3 or maybe even 4 to get the suds some of you out there would like. There's still enough here out of the gas-powered pressure washer to cling to the side and do its job. I'm going to go ahead and foam the entire car for a second time, let it dwell for a few minutes, then continue on with the contact wash. It gives plenty of lubrication. Okay, I have 3 plush mitts ready to go in the wash solution. So I'm going to grab the 10x10 Cyclone to take care of the roof, the window, the hood, the trunk, a little bit of the front and back. Then I have similar mitts for both sides, and we'll be done. A dirty wash mitt never goes back into the wash solution. When I'm finished, the mitts get put to the side. The solution is crystal clear. The mitts get cleaned. They get dried on low heat. And we're ready to go for the next wash. This wash method has served me well, cuts down on swirls and marring, no need for a rinse bucket, and the water that would be wasted in that bucket, no need for a grit guard. Although I foamed it a second time right before contact wash, there still wasn't enough lubrication to my liking, so I went ahead, I added another ounce to the wash bucket, and that bumped it up to a satisfactory level. So for a 3-gallon bucket in your wash bucket, you're going to go with 4 ounces. That'll do you just fine. It's rinsed thoroughly. The old gopher with high mileage is nice and squeaky clean again. Won't be embarrassed to take it out in the road. Alright guys, again that was Jack's Wax Wash and Wax. Like I mentioned, I used their coating, a quality coating, but have not tried the rest of their line. So I made an order and we're going to test those together and I'll share that with you. When it comes to this wash and wax here, just a bit underwhelming for me. So the podium will stand the same. We'll have Nanoskin Hyper Suds keeping the top spot, Masterson's Mystic Snow Foam Silver, Angel Wax, Angel Wash Bronze, and then our honorable mention goes to Poor Boys Adams and Geon Foam. So if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate. Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.